Alright guys, I had lunch, I'm getting ready to do some work. I just want to shoot another video. Most of the stuff that I've been doing really doesn't pertain to a lot of you guys because you guys don't have the equipment I do. So I'm going to go a little elementary and go back to how I did it when I first started, okay? When I first started doing CDs and video games, I used a roll of shrink wrap and a sealer, okay? I can do a video. It's in the kitchen. I only use that sealer now for my cardboard CDs. I bought that it was normally 180 on Amazon. I bought it from an old guy on Craigslist for 40 bucks. I can do a demo video because I don't, like I said, I feel bad because a lot of the stuff I'm showing you guys is equipment that you guys don't have and probably won't get. So when I first started, that's what I did. I have a sealer. Has a seal bar, and it comes along. You seal it, and then you have to pop a hole in the bottom so it has an air vent to seal, and then you grab your Wagner heat gun and run it through. Okay. When I first started, that's what I started with. I started with one of those cheap blue Chinese sealers you buy on eBay or Amazon for $25. I burned that thing up in a week. I mean, I did so many CDs, the heating strip burned out, and I bought more strips, but they never worked as good as it did the first time. So I found this guy on Craigslist that had the sealer and the tunnel completely wrapped together, okay? What I'll do is I'll have to pull my, I'm going to pull my hat. I like this camera better than my phone, so what I'll do is I'll pull out my other table that I have like that one, and I'll set it right here in front, and I'll show you guys with this camera how I do that, okay? That's what I had when I first started. I had the Chinese blue sealer, and then I went to the shrink tunnel. I mean the sealer, and then what you got to do is you have to. I used a Wagner heat gun, the one I showed you just now, the Wagner heat gun. That's all I did. I just back over, and it takes you about a minute to do each one, or 40. Yeah, about a minute to do each one. So I mean, and then eventually I bought what they call a shrink tunnel. Everybody's seen it before. Last time I posted on social media all the videos. The shrink tunnel is like a baker's oven. It's an oven that shrinks stuff. So basically, you turn on the tunnel, you let it shrink up, and you let it run, and runs through. You put it in one side, and it comes out the other in like 15 seconds or 10 seconds, completely shrink wrapped. I don't use that anymore either because I've gone to the over wrapper. I still I haven't used probably my tunnel in probably a couple months. So I mean, it's as I've gradually stepped up to better equipment, I've kind of phased out the other equipment. But I mean, but when you're first starting out, I highly recommend you guys. Remember, you don't have to listen to me. I mean, if you go to other pages and tell people what I do, they're going to say, "Oh, you don't have to do it like that. Just send it in just like that." Okay. Send in your CDs. Send in the CD just like this. Just put a label on it. If it has no shrink wrap or nothing on it. Send in your CD just like that with the label, okay? Half the time the CD will fall out. Half the time the CD will crack or something will happen, okay? Look, I mean, it's that easy to open the CD. Imagine going from UPS to the Amazon warehouse, from the Amazon warehouse to the shelf, all that, I know some people that put like a little clear dot right here. You can do that. I highly recommend you do some form of wrapping of a CD or a video game or a Blu-ray or something like that. Something to protect the outside of the case, okay? Because if not, you're going to get a lot of people that, hold on, we're shooting a video. Sorry guys, I had to, Rez's IMing me real quick, sorry. He keeps IMing me about my video I just shot. But basically that's the way you start. I mean, very beginning. Now before I started, I didn't know anything about the poly bags. The poly bags are a good cheap option. I posted a link on Amazon for you. I think it's $100 for $6 prime shipping to your door. So basically, you're into it for 6 cents a piece. That way, when you use a poly bag, you'll not need any kind of wrapper, sealer, or anything. You just put the CD in the bag. They have the same thing, poly bags for video games, poly bags for DVDs, all that stuff, okay? But yeah, basically that's when you're first starting out. Like when you're doing books, all you need is a label printer. You need nothing else for books. Label printer and that's it. Scanner, if you need to, if you want to. I mean, you can do a scan or two, but I mean, when you're first starting out, all you need, if you're doing CDs or whatever, the cheapest route, like I said, $6 for 100 poly bags. 100 poly bags is $6. Okay. Your next step, if you want to go a little faster, quicker, shrink wrapper, with a sealer, and you'll need to buy a heat gun. That'll go a little quicker. Most of the people I know that they don't want to work that hard, they just go ahead and do the poly bags. Quick video, guys, 5 minutes. Poly bags are their first basic step. Then you're going to have to go to the sealer with an arm with the shrink mang, and then you got to shrink it. Most people I know, probably 90% of the people I know, just use the poly bag. So, hope it helps, guys. Thank you.